Morning, leaders. Good morning, everyone. As you have seen the two videos, right? I don't know 你的感想什么. How do you feel about it? Especially the first one. It reminds me when I was in Set 2, Si An, Zhen Yue, Zi Chen, Xin Yuan, Jia Rong, Zi Hui, and Jiraiya. When I was Set 2, that was next year, your Set 2. When I was Set 1, my result was so-so, then decided to pull out my socks, and I study about 10 to 12 hours every day. Seriously, every day, 10 to 12 hours. Okay, I was top 3 in the class at the end of the year, very well, and I managed to go to the class in Set 3, those subjects at 1. Okay, Si An, very proud of myself, right? Set 2. But what, Si An, Set 3, I also top 3, no? 只会从后面算起. Yes, you will be, huh? Set 2, I was top 3 first, 名列前茅. Set 3, I was also top 3, 智慧, Zi Chen, I was top 3, but 从后面算起. I'm not lying to you, I can show you my report book. So I mixed with the wrong company. I learned how to smoke. I joined gang. Okay, I was a senior counselor, which is senior prefect, because of my results so good. Okay, I went to do break dancing. You know it's break dance, right? PDU. Okay, I was top in my break dance group, seriously. So I always play truant. You know it's playing truant, right? That means 辍学，不要去学校，整天跟朋友好吃懒做工 all these things. And end up I was last 3. Thank God it was the bottom 3 of my mid-year result. Until my teacher came to approach me, and until sorry, children, Zhen Yue and Zi Chen, or all of you, except Jiraiya, you know, okay. I'm not here to share with you to be a Christian. Sorry, this is not my aim. So in mid-year, my 2 teachers, both are sisters, taught me English and English literature. That's why I love humanities. And they brought me to Christian. So in the school, we have a Christian group. And slowly, surely, and definitely, so I get to learn to know about Christianity. And initially, Si An, I hate to play trombone. Seriously, I don't have the love of trombone. I saw my friend playing drums and other instruments, I enjoy it. But it took me 4 years to learn that instrument. The first 2 years, no choice. The third year, I nearly want to give up my trombone. But thank God I completed. I got my rank, I got my marks. So children, today's lesson is talking about SWOTPEL, Swotpel. That is where your strength, weakness. So Zihui, you can see Uncle Raymond was so good in Set 2. Okay, I even got some girl looking after for me. I got a crush with another girl. No? Wow, 很漂亮哦. Then by the time Set 3, at least 我是一个正当的男人嘛，对吗？男人喜欢女孩子没有错吗？ So Set 3 was really very bad, seriously. My life was really crashed. And then Jiraiya slowly, Uncle Raymond picked it up from there. Okay, of course, I did not hit the top 3 in the final year because of my mid-year result. But my Set 4 result, I went back. I was top in my history again. I was top in my pictures. But my math was top bottom. I failed my math. Seriously, I hate math. Because, sorry, Jia Rong, that's why yesterday you asked me about social study and history. During my generation, we do not have social study. All right, Jia Rong, we only got history. Right? Social studies started in year 2000 only. Okay, why? Because I feel that because Singaporean children do not know too much of the social welfare of today's society. So that's why the MOE started to have them. All right. So I hate math because I spent a lot of time in the library to study the humanities subject. I neglected my math. And that was again, Jiraiya. The last part, my math teacher was also a discipline mistress, forced me every day after school to stay back with her to go through the whole entire exam 10-year series paper. So children, if you have, I know the Si An and Zhen Yue, you all may not have the IP paper, but I know RV, they do sell a lot of past year paper, okay? Because I do have RV students and she showed me before. I think Zhen Yue, your Siji already in NUS already. Okay, so yeah, she was not very good in English, but I share with her by asking her to read New York Times newspaper, New York Times. Okay, that's where Zhen Yue and Si An, that is where your platform is supposed to reach you. Okay, so I was very down and my math was not doing well. I just want to share with you, hope you all understand. Then after that, from an F9 or Zihui, I got a B3. Not bad, right? From an F9, I'm telling you to your face now, from a B3. That's my O-level result, but the rest of the result, okay. So that's the reason why children, set 3 is the worst year in your life, to be honest. You will have a lot of things happen because set 3, you will be taking a role as a leadership. Your set 4 senior will be stepping down, will pass the baton to you to ensure that you will take the leaderships and help the set 1 and set 2. A lot of things is coming. So my advice is the set 2 have to build a very strong foundation, and I did it. Now, after 30 years later, I come and reflect myself, Jiraiya. I think God has a reason for me, Jiraiya. Jiraiya, you and I, we are Christian. Now I know why God made me to do well in set 2 and made me to do so freaking bad in set 3. Thank God, if I were to join gang now today, I won't be a police officer. I will be in Changi prison. Okay, I mean, Jiraiya, you know Uncle Raymond's family and my life. See, I used to smoke a lot. Okay, I caused effect of my 3 children, health reason. So there's this saying, Zichen, can I see your face? I'm sorry, don't mind. So 不听老人言真的是吃亏在眼前的，所以最好是听 ，alright? But sometimes 现在老人家都是听你们讲话比较多 ，okay? So now let's go through the lesson. There are a lot of videos for you to watch, but I'm not sure whether I have time for you. So and also I need to go through the homework for yesterday. If you all don't mind, for the benefit of Zichen, because Zichen have not seen, because Zichen yesterday there's certain part of the slide is pretty important to you in English paper 1, okay? So don't worry, children, it doesn't mean that if your mommy your mommy want to sit beside you and listen to can, no problem. Okay, it doesn't mean Si-an, Zhen-Yue, okay, and the 2 girls doesn't mean by end of today's 5 days lesson, that's it, bye-bye, you don't come for my class. Any point of time, if you need my help, you can WhatsApp me anytime. Okay, Jiraiya, can you help me? Or maybe I send, okay, that is my handphone number. Okay. All right, that's my handphone number. Okay. So anything you can WhatsApp me. All right, but if you were to ask me math, I'm going to kill you. Okay. If if you ask me math, if I don't reply you, that means I'm in the hospital already. I cannot take it. So you can ask me anything, but don't ask me math, okay? Right, so I'm so sorry, my downstairs is a bit noisy because I'm living in near a park. So they are blowing all the dead leaf with a motorized stuff. So it's very irritating. So what is Swotpel means to you? This is very, very important, Si-an and Zhen-Yue. Maybe next year, I know IP student, the teacher will always like to test you on this one. Test you not because of that, to see where is your characters, especially the 2 of you who are going to set 3 in 2024, as well as the rest. This is very important. In fact, Zichen, this one will also help you in your real working work when you come out to work. Okay, so a fun and creative way to have 3 E's, that is to ensure you know your strength. Look at the video just now that China, the Gaokao. Okay, you need to know your strength. Ensure and enable you to know your weakness. You need to know your weakness. If not, then how? Where is somebody? Sorry, So if not, can you have every time all your weakness in your life? No. So 把那个 weakness channel it into a strength. How are we going to do that? We'll talk about it later. Okay, enterprise to get the best opportunity. So 危机就是转机，就是机会。You see, during COVID-19, nobody will know that today you and I, we are using Zoom, right? 对吗？真也 right? Can you imagine now, in 2015, if Zoom were to come out, nobody will want to use Zoom, correct? But during the COVID periods, everybody is using Zoom. Can you imagine you're the CEO of Zoom? You're earning millions of dollars, correct? So there's always an opportunity. It's how you're going to see it. Next, we will have to endure the threats. Okay, endure the threats. You know why you must endure the threats? Because in life, there's always a lot of things threatening you. Your friend may be jealous of you. Your friend will not be happy with you. Your friend might be certain reason, don't like to talk to you, whatever reason. Guys, you do not own your life to your friends. Okay? If you were to depend why your friend doing this, don't care. If your real friends are really caring for you, they will not be a threat. It will be treating you as a real friend. Hey, what happened to you, Zihui? What happened to you, Zichen? What happened to you, Jiarong? What happened to you, Si-an? What happened to you, Zhenyue? Hey, are you okay, Xingyuan? Hey, what's wrong with you, Dryer? They will be kind enough to ask you, to care for you. And that is what the P effect means. The P effect is, later we'll talk about it, and the E effect as well as the L effect, the leaderships. Okay, next slide. I wish the thing stopped. So irritating. The noise. What is your strength? My strength is definitely on humanities subject. My strength is to do talking. Okay, my strength is not doing programming. So what is your weakness? My weakness is that sometimes if I do not focus, I'll be daydreaming. My weakness is that I'm too kind-hearted, that people might take advantage of me, so I don't care, it's fine. That's my weakness. What is the best opportunity in my life? My best opportunity in my life is to ensure that whatever I'm giving to my students, one day he or she will be able to learn better. Okay. And the opportunity in my life is that I will find ways to help as many people in my life. Okay. Of course, it depends on what kind of opportunity. If people want to ask me to borrow money for me to go for gambling, sorry, that is not the way. What are the threats that prevent you to be successful? Maybe financially, I'm not ready. Maybe I'm not that actively involving to other places. Okay. So this is where your strength, weakness. Take note now, this one is very, very important, children. It will be very useful all the way when you come out to work. Trust me. Okay, so take note of this today's slide. This is very important. What is your takeaway from here? Right? Next. If you look at this boy here, he drew himself as a masculine man behind. So you see, let's look at the three questions. Are very important. Please pay attention. What I am good in. Instead of what am I good in, I put that what I am good in. So you know yourself, right, Zichen? Zhenyue, you know yourself, right, Zichen? Zichen, you know what are you good in, right? Correct, definitely, right? I'm not you, so I can't tell, right? Okay. So for example, Zichen, you say, I'm good in drawing. Example, I don't know, I'm just giving an example. Oh, Uncle Raymond, I'm good in drawing. I can draw the picture Xi Lusen very lively, very good. Better than Leonardo da Vinci. Well done. So how can you use this strength? Oh, because I'm good in drawing, so I'm going to have an art exhibition throughout the world. Well done. Well done, Zichen, well done. So you realize is the first two questions is what I am, how I can. Okay. The last question is how can I improve on them instead of how I can improve. So Si-an, so for example, I'm good in math, for example, then how I can use my strength for math, correct now? So maybe you become an engineer, all right? Si-an, don't mind, example only. So the third question is, so now I'm an engineer. Hey, in my office, everyone also engineer. How can I improve to be better than them? 对吗? Now you understand? The last question is, how can I improve? It's not how I can improve. 你已经进到那个最高境界了。How can you improve? You know martial art people, right? Like 那个叶问 right? 什么子弹啊? What is his name of that guy? 什么子the Donnie Yen, right? Or even Li Xiaolong. You know who is Li Xiaolong, right? I hope you all know. Please, for goodness sake, 如果你不懂谁是李小龙, oh my goodness, seriously. You realize Li Xiaolong, he learns the martial art is 最高境界. Why Li Xiaolong still go around to the world to learn from other martial art? Get it now? And then finally, he came out his own martial art. Get it? That is the question. How can I improve? So Zihui, Zichen, and the rest of you, Zhenyue, Xingyuan, and Jiraiya, and Jiarong, and Si-an, you already know that you are good in this subject already. So how can you go one level up? Wow, that is really something. You're right. You cannot sit there and say, oh, I'm happy already. You cannot be 守株待兔 already. You must be happy. So, oh, I can improve by doing this. I think that is where our children, you have to do this already. Okay. It's very irritating, the noise. Okay, so you have to learn, relearn, and unlearn. Take note, huh? So please think of once you get the slide. Yesterday I sent my day 2 slide to my colleague already. I'm not sure they sent to you. Now, slide number 4. What is your weakness? So this is your strength. Huh? This one is what is your strength. So you know your strength. That means can we use this as your subject? Which subjects do you think you are good at? So if you are good in math, so how are you going to go to the next level? Okay, and this one here. What is your weakness? Now, weakness got to do with, let's talk about attitude here, right? So sometimes, not you, I'm just referring someone, Mr. A or Miss B. So Mr. A is very irresponsible, arrogant, and careless. And the fear of making failure and making mistakes. So this is a bad attitude. An attitude that nobody will want to employ you. So Xingyuan and Jiarong and Jiraiya, yesterday, if you watched the video by Henry Ford, who invited 2 university students, just a quick one, Si'an, Zhengyue, and Zichen and Zihui. This Henry Ford invited 2 top university students for dinner. So, okay, after dinner, student A got the job while student B did not got the job. The whole conversation during dinner, Henry Ford did not talk about any engineering about the car or the manufacturing or design of the car. They just have a dinner, that's all. Right? Xingyuan, 对吗? Right, Jiarong and Jiraiya, right? Jiraiya? Right, just only talking only. So Si'an, at the end of the day, the student B was very puzzled, right? Very funny. He said, hey, Mr. Henry Ford, why you employ my friend student A and not me? Zhengyue, you know what Henry Ford said to him? Because when we were eating that time, I observed his attitude was very good. When the waiter served him food, he said, please, thank you, have a nice day, and you're welcome. You see? Zhengyue, you get me? And then when he eating the time, his table manners was very well, very good. So Henry Ford is looking into the characters as well as the behavior and the discipline. Now you get it? So what? Student B might have all the A1s, but he don't bother to talk to people with his class that is lower than his class. 高高在上. Hey, sorry, do you know why all the dynasty, the emperor finally gone? Because they do not have the support from the general, from the soldier, from the people. And that's why the emperors, bye-bye. Okay, so next we talk about the behavior. We go by ABC, behavior. If we are being disrespect, I'm not referring to you. If the person is being disrespect, defiance, bullying, and lying. I hate people who are bullying. When I was a discipline teacher in my school for 7 years, I always volunteer to handle bullying case. And those students who bully others will know how I punish them. Seriously. I won't punish them by caning, but even though my previous school, they do caning, they really cane. The cane is damn long. It's think about 1 meter like that. And it's very thick. I'm not kidding you. I ever hold a child hands when my colleague caned him because it was very bad. But now I think caning has stopped. I think it's not very good that spare the rod, spoil the child. You heard of this before, right? Spare the rod, spoil the child. 听过吗？就是不要打他，就是被宠坏他。I mean, I'm not sure all of you, will you agree that by caning, you will help the child to improve? Some say you are very violent. Some say you'll be child abuse. Whatever it is, I believe your parents and I, when we were young, we have been caned until what we are today, right? So do we really turn back? Do we feel against our parents for caning us? Right? You know, do you think your parents cane you, or for example, cane you or Jiraiya or Xingyuan? 他们随便打你吗？没有，对吗？当然是要有一个原因才骂你，才打你的嘛。他们不随便打你。And not true, Zhengyue and Si'an, not true. I have seen some parents when I was teaching. Some parents, especially the father, 喝醉酒回家打孩子、打老婆。That one is very unreasonable. That is the bad behavior. I don't think this father will be respected by their children and the wife. And that's why they got divorced. Or even the father is 酒鬼、赌鬼, that's it, man. That's the end. That's the behavior. So you have to take note, what is the attitude of behavior. Next, we talk about character. Okay, I don't like dishonest and a liar. If a student lied to me and dishonest to me, please, I would never want to teach a student like this. Even you pay me $1,000 an hour, I would rather don't want to teach that student. Okay, I don't like dishonest students. So children, I think Si and Jiraiya and Zihui, you will know, right, that when you are dishonest, you really destroy your attitude, behavior. Okay, and then when you are bad-tempered and are willing to work slothful, then that's it. And you all should know that, especially the 3 children, student leader, you know that if you are not able to handle homework, don't give me a cock and bull story, say, my dog is sick, I do this. Don't give me a very lame excuse. Just tell me the truth. Uncle Raymond, I got no time to do your homework. I don't feel like doing your homework. I got a lot of homework to do. I got a test coming out, so I did not do your homework. Tell me the truth. I will accept it. Rather than you tell me a lie, then later I found out, then sorry. Okay, your character and your attitude will get discounted by Uncle Raymond. Seriously. It's okay not to do homework at certain time, at certain day, at certain moment. Because sometimes if you have no mood to do, then don't do. You are forcing yourself. But you cannot be every day no mood to do things. Then you are not living your life. That means you have no discipline with you. You are feeling stressed and out of no self-control and resentful and no self-esteem. The word self-esteem is very important here. If you have no self-esteem, you have no confidence at all already. And sorry, your life will be very, very upside down. And this is where your weakness will affect your attitude, your behavior, your character, and your disciplines. So in order not to have all these things affecting your weakness, please look something into yourself. How can you have a good attitude? That means from an irresponsible to be a responsible person. For an arrogant person to be a humble person. For a careless person to be a careful person. For fear of failure, you become, no, I'm not afraid of failure. I will make this as a challenge. I'm a problem solver right now. I'm a problem solver. I am able to solve problem. If I create this problem, I'm a problem solver. My behavior is that I want people to respect. If you see, Zihui, if you want people to respect you, of course you must respect people. Fair, right? Correct, no? True, no? So Zihui, imagine you go to your friend's house. Of course, when you see your friend's Nai Nai, you say, Nai Nai hao. Then when you see your friend's mommy, you say, Auntie ni hao. People will say, hey, hello. You know, it's very rude, right? So do you think your friend one day go to your house will respect your parents? No. So if your friends come to your house, no respect your parents, I don't think Zihui, you want to invite these friends over to your house anymore. True or not? That's life. That's life. Seriously. Okay, next, discipline. It's very important for your age. Like I told you, this is my true story. My set 2 was really very disciplined. Day and night I studied. And my set 3 was really sucks because I had no discipline. It's FML. Finish my life. Not interested anymore. Okay, next. What is the best opportunity in you? Okay, guys, Zihui, don't mind. I want to see your face, don't mind the rest of you. Listen, this is very important. Why sometimes your parents will not want to buy certain things for you? Not because they don't like you, no. Sian and Zhenyue. It's not because they don't like you. Yeah, just maintain like that. Don't want going down, Zihui. I'm very OCD one. If I don't see my student face, I cannot teach very well. I will defocus. So don't mind, can you just make your camera like that? That would be good enough. Thank you. Thank you, Zichen. All right. So you see, this one is so important. You know why? Because sometimes your parents want to save the amount of money, children, for your future career. Look here. You know, right? Singapore is getting more and more expensive, right? And China is also getting more expensive. In fact, everywhere now is going to have inflations, recessions, unemployment. Seriously. Okay, thank God now you are studying. But your parents and I is going to suffer through next few years. Beside COVID, beside the Russia and Ukraine war, and the trade war between China and US or European or whatever. But Zihui say, lucky, 不关我的事. 你错了哈, Zihui. Every 10 to 15 years, the cycle will come back again. So by the time 15 years, 你几岁? 你29岁. Wow. 你刚刚出道出来做工嘞，可能你跟你的老公要买屋子，then 多1-2年你要生孩子，哇， 以前我们吃一碗云吞面啊，才2块钱块半呢。现在我去food court吃是7块钱呢。子慧、子晨，可能啊，嘉荣，可能你们那时候30岁啊，一碗云吞面啊，可能15块嘞。Okay, have you all been to London before? 嘉荣, you know, right? You go to London, you know how expensive the food is, right? Oh, 嘉荣, I was there that time when I went there to study. It was like crazy, but the portion is very big 啦，很大。可是我们是 Asian people， 我们没有吃这么多的。And 子慧，我是一个饭桶来的。你给我整天吃 fish and chip 牛排 ，I do cannot on， 我一定要吃饭的。I'm a typical Chinese man. I need rice. So when I would go there to study, I got no rice. I miss my chicken rice. So you get me now. Now you understand why the opportunities is very important. First, why must you have a professional career? How much do you want to earn? $10,000 or $1,000? You decide. To buy a house in Singapore. Okay, by the way, Zihui, Uncle Raymond used to be a agent, property agent, 买卖屋子的。我什么工作都有做啊，我 even 有卖保险也是有啊。I got license 啊 ，so that's why I can tell you I know most of the thing, not all the thing but most of the thing. All right. So is it good to have 10,000 or 1,000? You decide what type of house am I going to stay? So Zhengyue, I believe you also want to stay a house that your parents can stay with you, correct? Next time, 对吗? And your children and your wife and then a helper. Do you think a 3-room flat is good enough for you? Definitely no, right? 一定要有4-5个房间，对吗？ Right? Do you like dogs? Then you maybe want to have a dog, correct? So house must be big enough. They tell me $3,000 salary enough now. Very hard now, children. The house in HDB now is costing about $500,000 to $1 million. I'm talking about Singapore. Okay, what will my future be if I only have O-level or A-levels? Now even Grab driver also need O-level. No? See it? Correct now. You are such a nice guy. You're such a nice nerd boy. A happy-go-lucky boy. Seriously, you're a good boy. But honestly, you see, I'm very worried for you if you continue like that. You know why not? You're such a nice person. In the real world, you'll get bullied by people. People will take advantage of you. So see it. You must be a very tough person. I mean, I've been teaching you for a few months. I can tell. You're a very nice boy. Jiraiya, no problem. Okay? Can. Even somebody attack you, you can call Uncle Raymond. Okay? No problem. But what I mean here is very important is what are you going to do? Zichen, Zihui, you finish O-level 吗？对呀，我考完 O-level 我就嫁给一个有钱的老公，我就做太太，整天去 high tea, can then good 可是你不要忘记Zihui, Jiarong and Zichen, the more you study, your brain will be better, right? 对吗？Zihui, that means you will pass your intelligent genes to your children 你要做太太做富婆please complete your university degree, then you become 太太 correct 吗 ？True 呢 ？I mean sorry， 我不是看不起那些人 O level 还是 A level， 不是我也不是看不起 IT 不要误会I'm telling you the more you see the just on the video right, you say 有压力吗？压力当然是有 right, stress definitely have, but he said that the good thing is that the more I learn, the more advantage I have, the more knowledge I gain, correct not? So it's your life now, guys. I finished all my exam already. So it's none of my business. My job is to make you to polish your knife to be sharper. So that is a planning. You see, you need to plan. And what is your career? You must save for a rainy day. Will I get married? Will I be single? How am I going to take care of my aging parents? So you say, no, Uncle Raymond, I married, I have my own kids. Then how? The expenses is a lot, no? Oh, Uncle Raymond, I'm not going to get married. I'm going to single. Okay, sorry, Sorry, guys, don't mind, 我祝你们的父母亲长命百岁 live out to 100 years old. Zihui, you agree now? Your parents and I one day will be sayonara from this world, right? Will be gone from this world. True now, true now. Let's be honest. I'm not cursing them, One day, all of us will go, Jiarong, 对不对? All of us will go one day, 对吗? Xingyue, Jiraiya, Zichen, 对吗? 当你的父母亲跟 Uncle Raymond bye bye from this world, 你们是 single 嘞，请问你谁来照顾你们呢？ You mean your brother and sister go and take care of you? No, right? They also got their own life, true now. Let's be honest. They also got their own family, right? You must be fair to them. Then how? That's why, you need to save for a rainy day, 对吗? Zihui, the older you get, your spare part of your body will get weaker, 对吗? Your heart, your lung, correct not? Even though you don't smoke and drink, the older you get, you know, our organs will get deteriorated, 对吗? So we need to save money. So, but this money come from where? Of course, from education, no? So the higher you study, the higher job you get paid, the more saving you have is to save you. That is called the opportunity. Hey, I bet you are Zian, Zhenye. I've been teaching so many IP students. I don't think your IP teachers will tell you this. Okay, so far I asked already. I can ask the two of you. I have been teaching a few of IP school. So far, no teacher will tell you this. Why? Because they believe, Zian and Zhenyue, they believe you guys will know how to do all these things. Because Zian and Zhenyue, you are all there already. So Zihui, Jiarong, Zichen, and Xing and Joy saying, so Uncle Raymond, we don't know how to do this there. To be very frank with all of the four of you, you are not there yet. I'm very frank with you. You know why? Because you are well taken care of and pampered. You live your life to be like that. Nothing wrong. Children, I'm not against you. I'm not sarcastic on you. Or Zihui. Okay? Because 你没有想到接下来为什么事情，因为你 daddy 妈咪都是 protect you. Well, Si'an and Zhenye, the moment they go to school, they are already pressurized by all their schoolmates. Listen carefully, Xingyuan, it's not classmate, the whole entire school, right? Si'an and Zhenye, right? Can you imagine your English is B4 and your whole entire school is from A1 to B3? Hey, Zihui, how will you feel? You would think, right? You start, cannot. If next 3 months I don't get a B3 and above, I'll be out of this IP school already. Now you get it? So they really prepare. Whereas from your side, express at NA, express field 不用紧，去 NA field 去 NT field 不用紧，去 ITE， 反正我有书读就好，反正我父母亲留了一笔财产给我。It's a very wrong concept, children. It's not your fault. Okay, now children, take note, all of you. You can tell your parents after this, Uncle Raymond 讲我每次做的东西不是100%是我的错。To be honest, you cannot share the 100% blame on yourself for your failure. Okay, but you must agree not, Zihui, you must share the blame 50% or 60% of yourself. The other 40% you can blame Tian, blame Ti, blame your parents, blame your environment, blame your enemy. But 60% you have to hold your responsibility for your failure. True? Zihui, let's be honest, 60%. You cannot be 100% because maybe the other, 你有做过功课了, you work hard for it, but so unlucky that person go to exam, 肚子痛. 他紧张 stress. I student like that, no? He stressed and he go crazy and went out to 神经病院, IMH. I'm serious. Because he's so stressed. So it's not your fault. Sometimes it's the environment, okay? Next. The threats. This is the worst. Oh my God, the F effect. The F word. Threats is friends. It can be close friend, long-term friend, just friend. Zian and Zhenyue, I'm not sure about you. I got a lot of IP students told me this. I don't really trust my friends sometimes. Got this, Zhenyue. It's a true story from your school. This student, she already graduated. So one day she went and asked her friend, Zhenyue, may I borrow your notes for the study? Because that day I was sick. You know what the friend told her? Oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot to bring the notes for you. Maybe next day can? Then of course my student said, okay, thank you. One moment later, during recess time, that student took out the notes and read. IP school, recording now. Very sad to hear that. Good friend, Zhenyue, good friend from your school. During the group meeting, group discussion, investigation, the group project, she did everything. The other 3 friends is a freeloader. One of them continue to have tuitions and let my student do. The other one got other things. And when it comes to presentation, everybody get credit. Hey, my goodness, Zihui, good school. IP school. No. Sorry, Zhenyue, I'm not sarcastic on you. I'm sarcastic to IP school. Not your school. This is how life works in the real world. 智慧、子晨、嘉荣、心远 and Jiraiya. Now you know why I telling you Zi'an and Zheng Yue will be able to go through these things. They know what is their future already. The four of you, Zichen, Jiarong, Zihui, Xingyuan, and Jiraiya, you know what is the future? Because these two guys, Zi'an and Zheng Yue, one day will be a CEO of the company. So Zihui say, so I will not be a CEO. 可以啦. Zihui, are you willing to study 5-6 hours a day? No? You know how they study? No? You ask them, no? You know how long they are studying, correct? Zi'an, now set 1, next year set 2, usually you go home 5-6 o'clock, right? Most of the time, don't count CCA, don't count your CCA, you know your school got a lot of project, a lot of writing, correct? Now, next year will be worse, okay? Because I teach all my IP until set 3, set 4, I already stopped. I don't want to because I cannot follow their stress level. Even I got student, can you help my child to do set 4? Usually I would, sorry to reject it, but if no choice, then I will continue, okay? But I told you, if I got chance, maybe, I told you, right, one of my students, I think Jiraiya, you've seen that before, right? Janice, the Kaishian, right? Janice, right? You seen it before, right? I hope tomorrow, if she's free, she can come into the Zoom and talk to you about a bit of life about in JC. She's formerly from Unora JC. The most expensive JC in Singapore. Costs about $1 million to build, I heard. Okay, more expensive than your Hwa Chong and RP, I heard. So she just finished her first year NUS exam, and she will share a bit more because last few months she shared with my Set 4 student who was going for JC next year about life in JC. So you see, sometimes friends are Zichen, Zihui, Jiarong. Close friend doesn't mean don't trust anybody in this world, including Uncle Raymond also. But you definitely must trust your parent. Now, foes are enemy, right? This one confirm you cannot trust the other F word. This one maybe 50-50. This one fashion. Wow, this is the worst. 爱慕虚荣, materialistic one. This is the one that kill a lot of people. Actually, I'm saying it because yesterday I was talking to you. I'm thinking to hold a bazaar sale of anime. I want to hold like a club or something to do with anime about Genshin. I'm serious, not saying it. That means all the students who are interested in games or anime to come out to share. You know why? Because sharing is not just caring. Sharing is also for knowledge, to learn something. True or not, Sing? Like by playing games, you in fact continue. If your parents say playing games can kill you, no, I totally disagree. Playing game can make your brain better. Because during my university research, 10 years ago, before this kind of online gaming, Zihui and Zichen, I study about gaming. Actually, gamings do help a lot in your brain power, but not over addiction. Addiction, that means become killer already, become the threats. Okay, social media, this. Now, family. Do you think family, parents, siblings, and grandparents is your threat? No. No, right, ever. Out of these 4 ever, definitely family usually will be the least threat. 对吗, Zichen? 对有点头正月 you agree 是你 agree right? Out of these 4 ever, 对吗, Zichen? Family 是最不可能会 threatening 你的，对吗？嘉荣对不对？agree So 为什么 Uncle Raymond 会放在这边呢？ Because sometimes your family members will want to compare, not you will compare your brother and sister with you or your cousin with you, correct 吗？你看只会你读书真笨你看你的表哥、你的表姐、你的妹妹、你的 cousin 读书这么厉害。If I always tell that if any parents were to say to you, then 你教他做你的儿子咯。then 你叫表哥做你儿子啦。then 我不要做你女儿咯。既然我这么笨，如果我是笨，我是小笨蛋，then 你就是大笨蛋咯。Yeah, serious, Zian. I don't think I did that to my daughter, no, Zihui. I scolded my daughter very badly until I have to 跪下来跟她讲对不起。我跪下来跟我女儿讲对不起 ，because 我是一个很 very 尊重 education 的人，而且她是从 from Saint Nicholas Girl 去到一个 NA class 来，因为是她的 math 不好，我们全家人全部的 math 都是很烂，sorry， 因为老爸不会教 math。So 请多多原谅。Okay. So what happened? From then onward, I tell myself, so see, family sometimes can be a threat, 对吗？子慧，因为有时你讲的话哈，比打更惨，对不对？子慧，可以 imagine 子慧 ，I give you example 啊，如果你的妈咪讲说，子慧，你真的是很笨呢，好过你妈咪拿藤条打你，对吗？藤条打了就算了，可是那句话说子慧你很笨啊，this word will linger you for the rest of your life，你会很伤心，那个是比刀割到你身体更痛那个是那个刀割你的心the invisible pain agree not, 正月 right? That one is more painful, right? So that's why sometimes words now you understand words, the language used is so serious. Let's move on. So what is all these things? So ladies and gentlemen, we will know about what is strength, weakness, all these things. Well done. So now we're going to talk more about where do I get the strength? Okay, guys, please pay attention for the next one whole month. Jiarong, Jiraiya, please print out this one if you can. Okay, all of you see it. Ask yourself, how can I build? Okay, for example, Jiraiya, you're playing volleyball, Jiarong, you're basketball, and the rest of you, you are doing guzheng, all this. How can I build my strength in guzheng? Zicheng, what is your CCA? I forgot. Did I ask you not, Zicheng?
Chinese dance.
Chinese dance, is it?
Yeah.
So Chinese dance. How are you going to perfect it? How are you going to become the leader of your Chinese dance? And you become, the higher you go, right, Zicheng and Zihui, if you got higher authority and higher responsibility, you mean your CCA point will get more, correct? Your cut-off point, because it will help you in your O level to go for JC or poly. So why do I think that I can have this strength in my dance? So what is the threat? Is it your friend dance better than you, Zicheng? Or which dance move you think you cannot do? So Zicheng, you are Chinese dance, I'm a break dancer. My daughter is K-pop dance. Okay? My elder son dance like worse than a lion dance. 我的大儿子不可以跳舞，他跳舞我跟你讲，你喝水，你的水全部喷出来。Okay? So why do you think you want to be the top in your dance, Zicheng? What makes you think your dance move and your discipline is good? So Zicheng, dancing needs a lot of stamina, 对吗？ A lot of skill, a lot of warm up. Are you ready to take away all these threats? So what is the opportunity? So very simple. Every time when you're dancing, always volunteer your service. Be passionate. 谁要帮我做这个？老师，我可以做吗？ The teacher will know. Okay. So Zicheng, I used to be a track and field coach teachers in my school. I used to be also teacher in charge of robotics, and I also a coach and teacher for my football. So I understand how my students perform during their CCA. So where can I get this opportunity? So imagine, Zicheng, if your friends, the dance move cannot keep practicing until you perfect. No need to show off in front of the whole class. Find an opportunity to talk to your teacher. Say, teacher, I would like to take this challenge. Maybe you can evaluate me my dance move. If you think my dance move is good, go ahead. Right? So now you understand, Zicheng, why I want to see your face then in the ceiling. Because you do not have a self-confidence. 你怕羞, 你 embarrassed. Or maybe your camera cannot be still. But if you are doing dance move, you know you are in front of 1,000 eyes watching you, right? So then where can I be the opportunity that can shine compared to the rest of my classmates or schoolmates? What is your weakness? What makes me to be so weak? How do I prevent this weakness? No passion, lack of motivation, no goal, lazy. Due to what reason that you are weakness? Is it family reason, health reason, financial reason? Is it my fault? I told you, right, children? Don't blame yourself 100%. You should not take 100% blame. I know a lot of parents might disagree with me. I don't care. I don't care. I've done my homework and my research. I'm really telling you. But you have to bear most of the failures. True not? Right? So for example, touch wood, maybe next year one of your tests fail, okay? Touch wood, you won't fail. So example, one of the tests fail. You fail by 1 mark, okay? You fail by 1 mark. Of course, your parents will not be happy, all right? But maybe that day you fail by 1 mark is because, right, the day before touch wood. Have you got COVID-19 already? No, not yet. Wow, you're so strong. Wow, so much young. So touch wood, okay, I don't want to use, then I use somebody else. So imagine your friend, your friend then got no COVID. Then suddenly that day he got COVID and then he come to exam. Of course, he cannot concentrate, right? So is it his fault now? He already prepared for the test, but it happened that he got a fever, he got a sore throat, he cannot concentrate. Now you understand? So 当你要骂人的时候，当你要好像我们警察，我们要抓人的时候，我要看吗？对不对？到底是那个是犯人，就算犯人也是有尊严，对不对？ Right? Sometimes a person who kills someone, there must be a reason why he kills someone. 是吧？如果你有看警察故事，新警察故事成龙啊 ，the last part when the guy went to 7-Eleven to steal a loaf of bread for his son, and the 2 policemen still kick him, the best thing that what 成龙 say 贼也是有尊严的 ，it's true 啊，没有人想要做贼的 ，nobody want to be a beggar， 每个人都喜欢做秦始皇，我也要做秦始皇，你懂为什么只会？因为秦始皇有很多老婆，错了，秦始皇没有很多老婆，就那些皇帝啊，很那个的才有很多老婆。Just kidding 啊 ，just joke. Okay, next one. What is PEL? This is also very important to all of you. Next. Now the peace effect. Please write down for your. I mean, no need lah. Since you're going to print out this lesson plan. The P effect is first you need to plan. If you fail to plan, sorry, you cannot produce result. If you cannot produce result, you cannot perform to your expectation. When you cannot perform to your expectation, you cannot perfect your skill. Remember, Zichen, yesterday you're not here, right? Ziwei, yesterday, remember, it's not practice make perfect, right? It's perfect practice make perfect. Correct now, Jiraiya? I will tell you this, right? It's just like volleyball. You can hit 100 times, but you do not hit the right point to pull up. Jiarong, you're a basketball player, right? If you can practice 100 times, but your ball don't go into the net, it's useless. You're wasting your time, 对不对? So myself, one shot, one kill, finish it to make it profitable. Now, profitable means to give result. So take note of all these P. Jiarong, Xingyuan, Jiraiya, this is what I'm going to teach you in 2023. There's the thing called, I think, Jiraiya, you know it, which I taught your sister before, Jiraiya. It's called the A. It can be found in my books as well. Okay, Jiraiya, if you look at my books, you'll know, all right? The books behind me, this book. Now, next one, number 10. So what is the E effects that will mean so much to you? Zichen, yesterday you are not here. We are talking about efficiency and effectiveness equal to excellence, right? The epistemology, the theory of knowledge. This one is very important. Please write down the epistemology. It pronounced epistemology. The theory of knowledge, especially with regards to its method, validity, and the scope and the distinction between justified belief and opinion. Wow. Sian, Zhenyue, and Xingyuan. Oh, so mouthful. So what is epistemology, Uncle Raymond? 简单来讲就是 okay, ready? An encyclopedia. You know what's encyclopedia 了？是啊。正月 encyclopedia 你懂是什么吗？正月。正月就是百科全书。百科全书啊 ，encyclopedia that means from A to Z. You know, it's 百科全书就是说你买那个书啊，全部的知识全部在里面的。Just like Google search, you type ask Google. You get me now? Ask Google. Get it now? Encyclopedia. All right, Zichen, are you there? Thank you. Yes. So Zichen, epistemology, like what yesterday we are talking about, just for your benefit, effectiveness and efficiency will give you excellent result. So whether are you an effective student or efficient student, depends on how you manage your work, how you plan. Okay. So this is the E effect. So take note of this epistemology. That means it's a set of like an encyclopedia. Ask Google. That means you ask Google, you type anything in Google, they'll give you answer, correct or Jiraiya? So this is like something like your brain. Okay. You realize, look at this one. I want to make it bigger. Ziwei, do you know this attitude? If you add all these is equal to 100. Do you realize that A is number 1, right? 对不对？哦，是啊，正月。T is number 20, right? If you go by alphabet A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. T is number 20. So 1 per se, look at all these. 是不是很巧合哦？Ziwei, is this the first time you see that? 很巧合哦。So it's not about luck. Luck is L-U-C-K. It's only 30%. It's not about responsibility. Responsibility is about 90%. Attitude is 100% 呢。你加起来你不信啊？你等一下你去加。子晨 ，Is this the first time you see this？ 嘉龙 ，Is this the first time you see this？ 心远 ，Is this the first time you see this？ 心远，心远 ，Are you there？ 心远。You see, it is our attitude, the 100% that you give in. So attitude is 100%. The definition of attitude is a way of feeling or acting towards a person, things, or situation. Our attitude is what influences all our actions. So give your 100% attitude whatever you do. Next, we follow by behavior, the way in which one acts or control of oneself. Okay, so once you have a 100% attitude, you will behave well. Once you have a 100% attitude, your character will be 最赞. Once you have an attitude of 100%, confirm one, 智慧, Jiraiya, your discipline will be. Can we use, okay, I'm so sorry, can I use 关羽吗? 关羽. 关公, okay, can? We all know who is 关公, right? 关羽. Confirm his attitude towards Liu Bei and Zhang Fei and Zhuge Liang, the attitude, you right? 他宁死不屈 he really died for his friend rather than to 投靠曹操还是孙权了 So why? Because his behavior and character tell him that he is what he wants with Liu Bei. 因为他在那个桃树的时候，他们祭拜not 祭拜，他们结拜兄弟 right? So you see the attitude. And when he was being attacked by a poisonous arrow, he still can face Wei Qi with his general, while the enemy is outside. So kind of very strong attitude and the discipline he has. Not many people can be like him. I'm telling you. Maybe like Lee Kuan Yew like that. You see, Lee Kuan Yew is really a 100% attitude to make what Singapore we are today. And his behavior can tell how he behaved and how his characters can help. And how you make Singapore people to be disciplined. Yeah, I have to agree with some of you that, you know, the way you discipline us, not many people can accept it. It's just like us, Si-an, Zhen-Yuan, Xi-Yuan, and Jiraiya. Are you able, the early morning, you saw, right, the video, right, Si-an? Morning, they do push-up, right? Correct? Then you do exercise. Hey, guys, the four of you, you are going for national service by the time you are 18, 19 years old. Every morning by 6 o'clock, you have to wake up to do exercise, sweep the floor, clean the toilet, then get ready to eat your breakfast and then go for training with you. And sometimes you might come back at 1 a.m. Are you ready? Lucky, the girls, you don't need to do that. This one is done already, you see this. Now, this is the one, children. Please take note of this. You see, we are now maybe here, somewhere here. This is the only graph I come up. I'm based on SWOTPL, okay? Now this Swotpel, okay, but actually in the real world, if you type SWOT in Google, you will see a lot of a questionnaire, a lot of graph, a lot of explanations, a lot of usage for whether for study, for business use, for company use, you will see that, but you will never see an end with a PEL. Confirm you will not see this. Okay? It's only from Uncle Raymond. So why I put PEL? Because even you have SWOT, you do not have the PEL, it's useless in my opinion. So by the time here you're up to 30. So why 30? I make it this way, a straight line. Because this is where you balance your achievement. But sometimes your achievement will fall because you mix with the wrong people. You are greedy or you did something that's not right, that's your fall. That's where your peak fall. But realize there's this threat, right? Then you realize that, oh, no, I got to wake up myself, I got to pick up myself. That's where your self-esteem go up. By then, this is the 30 years old from 60 years. So these children, you only got 30 years during working. You know why? Because after 65, your energy will drop with you. After 65, maybe you are already 99 or year already. Your children will say, Mommy, Daddy, can you help me to take care of your sons? Or maybe you and your wife and your husband might going for a second or third or fourth honeymoon. Okay, because you work more than enough, you struggle more than enough already. So by the time 16, your health will also drop. This is the time when you see your 爷爷奶奶 will go for line dance, Tai Chi, eat healthy food, sleep well. But very sad, Zihui, Zichen, and the rest of you listening. Our grandparents' life is always very, very bad. Because during their generation, they do not have a proper healthcare system. So, children, 未来的 future all depends on you. 未来的你们的父母亲的 health depends on all the leaders like you to come up the best medicine, best healthcare, best artificial intelligence to take care of the world, so that you will prevent this pitfall. So by the time your parents and I are 90 years old, it's time to say bye-bye already. Seriously. So you look at this graph here, there's always up and down. So in order to prevent these two pitfalls in life, this is what I, through my own experience, a very simple thing, a life cannot be always all up one. You will sure have down. So during the pitfall, are you willing to take this? All this thing here. Are you ready to get rid of this, to look for more of this, and to reduce? This one cannot be 100% gone one. You should have some. But this one track can be 100%, in my opinion. Because if you have the strength, you have the opportunity, and you have lesser weakness, then the threats will be lesser. So Zihui, you don't care. Zihui, I don't like to be your friend anymore. You don't go home and think, and then cry and cry and cry when your friend already make his mission or her mission. Haha, 我终于弄Zihui哭了，我的目的达到了，我给他3星。But your friend up there enjoying life, and you're suffering. You fall into his threats already. 36计走为上计，听过吗？ One of the 36计, one of them is rumors that cause a country to fall. 对吗？ Rumors, 谣言，对不对？散播谣言 is one of the reasons why the country fall, and one of the reasons why the dynasty fall in China or in any parts of the world. Okay, so go and read the 36计走为上计. It's very true. So that day, I went with Dryer. That day I went with your father to a company to collect something. So when your father was talking to the lady about some products, I saw on the wall, he put there 36计。真的写华文36计。So my first time seeing this, no? 我每次想36计什么计？但第一计是什么？第二计、第三计，其中一个是散播谣言，第一个是煽风点火，第一个是如果不能就是怎么讲run away from the problem or something like that. It's a company, no, who put this for their business plan. I think I took the picture. Maybe I can share with you, Jiraiya. I think I took the pictures. I go and search. I must prove to you, man, Jiraiya, correct now? Okay, this is the one. All of you pay attention. Whether you're Express or IP, of course, Xing and Jiraiya and Jiarong, you can switch off if you want to. Now, I want to emphasize this as Si'an and Zhenyue. Whether you like it, this is my method. Every paragraph, you realize there's a bracket there, right? Si'an and Zhenyue. So, doesn't mean Zihui and Zichen, you don't pay attention, because this comprehension passage is very important. Every first sentence of each paragraph will tell a story. It's actually Zihui, it's a summary of the whole entire passage. Now, if you don't believe me, later you take this one here. I'm not going to ask you everyone to read here. I'm just telling you the first sentence of each paragraph is very important. Yeah, you can go. You can go to the toilet. No problem. Okay, let's go together, Jiraiya. Okay, so what happened here, if you can see the first sentence of each paragraph, Si'an and Zhenyue, Zihui and Zichen, you realize I took my clothes off and laid them on the table. Why have you bought so much money? It's for my gardener. I was waiting for him to come to my house to get it. So the first 3 sentences tells you what? Somebody is questioning this person, right? It might be a policeman. It might be, why is the purpose? It might be because that place cannot bring so much money. How? When we reach the end of the corridor, the guards unlock a door on the left to reveal an empty shelf. Oh, so from the first 4 paragraphs, the first sentence tells you that this author has been jailed, has been locked up by a guard. Get in, she said. So this guard should be a girl, right? She ma. So that means the author must be a lady, correct now? Get it now? So from there, you can analyze really. So while you're, instead of reading, don't ever read the whole entire passage. Straight away, just read the first sentence of each paragraph. Get a feel of it. 哎，子慧，你不可能看到一个男孩子以后啊，我要嫁给你，不是一见钟情的嘛？你要知道他的家庭背景 ，right? His family background, what is he doing? Correct or whether what he likes is what you like, correct or Yeah, I know. I got students tell me, no, Uncle Raymond, you are wrong. There are people 一见钟情 love at first sight, they get married. Nothing wrong. 喂，请问你在世上哪有这么多一见钟情的？对不对？我认识我老婆几年才结婚的，因为我有太多 girlfriend 了，呀，臭美。Okay, you see, 思安 and 正业 never laugh. Uncle Raymond, 你的笑话不好笑。Okay, never mind. Let's go through this one. You see, look at them, they are so serious. I don't like, no. Like that this yesterday, you are laughing, enjoying. That's the life. Okay, must be relaxed a bit. Don't be so serious, huh? So this is the one of the reason. Okay, let's look through the next sentence. I look around the room and my heart sank. What happened? So you're in the cell, right? That means in a prison, right? From this sentence, you can tell, oh my goodness, the whole room is very dirty, very filthy, very ugly, very smelly, very dark. True not? Hey, where got a prison got what? Nice bed ah? Wow, got ocean chair. Wow, 还有美酒啊？还有什么 steak 啊？ No way, right? It's very smelly. Then, to be honest, in the prison, I went to the Changi prison. I tell you, the prison that life is not good. I brought my student there seriously. It's really sucks. 你冲凉大便睡觉都有人在看你。Yes, I'm telling you the truth. 冲凉大便 Can you imagine 你大便没有门的嘞 There's no door to close, no. It's just a small wall, and then when you poo, the person will smell your poo. Unless it's a one-man prison cell, that's a different story, okay? Now, next one. So this is, I'm just giving you some idea, okay? Now, this one, there's called a one master and three slave. A master is the one that's circled. Slave is 1, 2, 3. So from now on, whether you're doing your history, your geography, your science, or your maths questions, or your Chinese, your English, or your English literature, has not got question like this. Always circle. That's why, 智慧, Jiarong, I think Jiarong know already. Zichen, no. Zichen, that's why we got 9. Remember yesterday, I said got 9 invisible friends. The 8W and 1H. 记得吗, Sian? So now this is why. So that means that the school so far has been shortchanged you. Like, they only give you 5. Like, total there are 9. No? So take note. Zichen, go and look through the yesterday's slide. Maybe I got time, I'll share with you. Okay, so this is the 1 year, you see? Okay, so master and three slave. What, how, in paragraph 3, how can, in your own words, then you underline the rest of 3 words. Of course, you can underline 3 words or 2 words, up to you how you want to underline. This is the one, Jiarong and Xingchen. In set 2, your comprehension passage will be very, very tough, and you will be more deeper understanding. This is where your paragraph 10, 11, 12, 13, where do you get this answer? Zihui, I don't think Sian and Zhengyue will have this one. Okay, Zichen and Zihui, Jiarong, Xingyuan, and Joanne will have this one. How do you know paragraph 10 is undaunted, discouraged, exaggerated, amazed, lonely, and comfort? So this is where now you understand why the first sentence of each paragraph is very useful. It may not be 100% useful, but at least 70% useful, in my opinion. So this is where you can detect. Paragraph 10, is it discouraged? If it's discouraged, then you look to number 10, paragraph 10. Daylight slowly pour into the cell. Bring the ugly features of the rooms into the focus again. So is it discouraged? Or is it undaunted? Or is it lonely? It cannot be amazed, right? 对吗? It cannot be amazed. It cannot be comfortable, comfortable. 对吗? So 两个字错了. So is it this one? No. So you left this, and this. So you look again. Number 10. The shutter was opened again and an oblong aluminum container was placed there. A woman's voice saying impatiently, "Come over, come over." The battered container was 3/4 full of lukewarm, watery rice porridge. with a few stripes of pickles, vegetables floating on top. 哎呦，刚才吃粥嘞，吃几块梅菜。That's all. Very, very poor porridge. The food was worse than what I imagined, but I made a determined effort to drink half of it. So is it got to do with discouraged or undaunted or lonely? So lonely will be out. So left these two. Now you understand why? Okay, for set 2 student, you have to read the passage. The passage given to you now, especially the express student, will not be so easy as what the set 1. It will be more tougher, at least by 30 to 50%. You know why, Sing and Jaro? Don't know, right? Because this is where to detect those students going for triple science, double science, pure, and those who are doing the teacher. Okay? Look at number 10, paragraph 10, you see? Undoubted. It's not lonely. That means nothing. See, number 1, lonely, paragraph 11. Is it lonely? Often while my body sat in the cell, my spirit would escape through the window to freedom. So that means it's one person sitting in the cell, nobody to talk to. So one of my vivid memories of prison life was watching the shifting shadow of the window bars. Ayo, so poor thing. That means they got nothing, right? So boring sitting there, right? To wait for the shadow to move. That means she's having a bad time in the prison. Time flies slowly, miserably, and oh my goodness, torturing him, her. So definitely is lonely. Now you get it? 诶，子慧不见了。子晨 get it? Sing and get it? So the first sentence is very, very important. Please take my word. Because it's not just for your O level, for your A level, for your IP, for your IB. It's also for all the way for your university, all right? Now, this is your homework, guys. Tomorrow or the last day you need to present. Choose a hat now. I'll give you 2 minutes. Zihui, are you there? You need to choose a hat. Oh, Zihui go to the toilet. Okay. Xing, which hat are you choosing? Jiarong? Sian, which hat are you choosing? Okay, let you all think first. Zhenye. Okay, Zhenye, you also think. Zichen. So you got to present, for example, Jiarong, if you are choosing pen, okay, you have to tell me, put on your hats and think, how are you going to do your presentation using pen? Get it? Remember our 2023, one of them, Siyan, one of the method is a 1 minute presentation. Get it now? Siyan, you remember last week we talked about it, okay? So Siyan, which one you doing?
Red.
Which one?
The air.
Hair. Okay, so you're doing the red hat. Okay, thank you. So you go and think today, go and think of 1 minute presentation. What you want to talk about? Air. Thank you. Jiarong?
Car.
Car, is it?
Yeah.
Pink hat, thank you. Zhenye, which one are you doing? It can be the same, don't worry. Sorry? Pen, this one. Okay. Sian?
I don't know.
No IDK, sorry. You have to choose. I'll let you, sorry? Okay. You think first, you think first. Zichen, which one you want to do? Pen also? This one? I can't see your head, yes or no? I can't hear you, I'm so sorry. Is it pen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Zihui not bad yet. Jiraiya, which one will you want to do for the 1 minute presentation for tomorrow or Friday? Most likely Friday lah. 1 minute present. Some people choose pen, air, and car. What about you? Gun? Hey, I thought you got a lot of nerve gun, so can do gun.
Gun.
Gun, okay, 1 minute. So Zihui, there's 10 head here. Which head do you want to do for your 1 minute presentations on Friday? Got people do pen, got people do air, got people do car, got people do gun. Which one you want?
DIY.
DIY. Whoa! This topic is not easy, but I want to see how you do. Well done. Okay. So that's end of, no, not yet end. Okay. So I want to go back to yesterday homework. Where's my day 2? Give me a minute. Where's my day 2? Zichen? Zichen, are you there? Okay, Zichen, will you mind? You don't want to read. I don't want you to read. Zhenyue, will you mind read the last summer? Zichen, every word that you see, if there's a comma, I will cut. So we are talking about grammar, prepositions, and structures. I cut every 3 words so that from within the word itself, does it have any GPS problem? Let's go, Zichen. 不是正月。
Last summer, Virginia, Cottonmouth, and her husband were on board a yacht.
A yacht, right? A yacht. So it's a were. So nothing wrong, how 正月? Because last summer tell you it's past tense, correct? So the word, this word referring to who? Husband and Regina, correct? So nothing wrong. Now you understand what I mean? Zichen and Zihui. Okay, this is how. I'm not sure about how strong your editing is, but I know Jiarong and Jiraiya should not be problem. Cruising?
Cruising around the Mediterranean, but the idyllic holiday scene was interrupted when they spotted something on the sea.
Okay, say was, you see? Zichen, you see, I'm helping you because yesterday you're not here. So cruising around Mediterranean is near the Greece, near Italy there. That's a very beautiful sea. Zichen, are you there? Yeah, just leave it like that. Don't mind. So by idyllic holiday scene, you see the word was, right? So when you see the was, then this one interrupt, there's no ed. So this will be under grammar. Okay, next one. So leave it like that. Don't move already. Back to you.
When they spotted something on the sea, my husband and I were on the deck and we saw a winter jacket floating in the water like a ghost.
Thank you. Is there any more echo, Jiraiya? No, okay. So you see, you realize the in, correct now? Something on the sea, see? See, 1, 2, 3, cut, spotted. So it's confirmed past tense, no problem, because it's confirmed the whole story is past tense. Something on the. So you, whether what? See. You see, see cannot be on. So it's got to be in, preposition. There. Okay, and then my husband and I. Why is not my husband and me? Usually when you use me, it's the third. Okay, my mother told my brother and me. But if you say my brother and I, okay, so this one nothing wrong. Carry on.
We saw a winter jacket floating in the water like a ghost, said Regina. They asked the...
Okay, thank you. Hold on. We saw so nothing wrong with the saw. 就是一个. Now the difference between and the is the means confirm. The University of Singapore, the University of Beijing 大学. Okay, I like Beijing University more than the other. So you don't know which winter jacket floating, nothing wrong. In the water, you see? They already tell you in the water, so this will be in the sea already. So there's a hint there. Like a ghost, okay? A ghost, you don't know the. It's not the ghost. You don't know which type of ghost is that. Said Regina, nothing wrong, they ask. Correct or past tense. So this whole sentence is a take. There's nothing wrong with the grammar, nothing wrong with the preposition, nothing wrong with the structure of English. Back to you, Zhenyue.
They asked the captain how he ended up there. His face became very dark, but he said probably...
Okay, Thank you. The captain, how what? It ended up, so past tense. This one I don't care. Because remember when you're doing editing, usually most of the time is past tense. So take note of the past tense. There is where, there is in the sea lah, telling the jacket floating in the sea. His face became, okay, nothing wrong, past tense, very dark, okay, very dark. But he said properly, doesn't make sense, that is where the structure of English already. That's called the conjunctions. His face became very dark and he said probably, back to you.
This person who was wearing it is not with us anymore. They realized it probably.
Yeah, thank you. So you realize this person who wearing it, okay, is not, okay, so this guy who is talking, this captain who is talking cannot put past tense already because he's talking to the couple. They realize it, okay, so this person cannot be this one. It's the person who was wearing it. Confirmed died already, maybe drowned in the sea or gone or eaten by shark, or his body got decayed, rotten, whatever. Maybe floating in the sea for many, many months or many days or weeks. So the person who is wearing that jacket, winter jacket. Okay, next one.
Belongs to one of the thousands of migrants who tried to cross the Mediterranean to reach Europe.
I tell you, Ziwei, one very sad pictures. This baby boy, 3 years old, was drowned. Is in the YouTube, in the Google. Okay, he was drowned. 他死掉了，他的尸体浮在那个 France 的那个沙滩上。The police officer had to carry him, his lifeless body， 才3岁，死在那边，因为他从事利比亚在打仗 Civil War 逃出来，死在沙滩上。Okay, if I get a chance, you can type 3 years old boy died in the French beach. It's very poor thing. It really is a dead body of that 3 years old boy or 5 years old. The moment the father saw it, 真的是哭到没命，很可怜。So belongs, there cannot be belongs, right? Zhen Yue, because the whole article we are talking about past tense, then tenses. Back to you.
1889 have died in this water since the start of the year.
Okay, this water cannot be this water, right? Now you have to understand this referring to singular, and then this here referring to many. So if the student cannot identify what is this and this, oh my goodness, good luck. And this is only for set 1 paper or set 2, or maybe set 2. But when you go to set 3 and set 4, it's not quite easy, this type of wordings. So take note this, Zichen, you get it now, right? You see? Now you understand why my method cutting 3 words. Every 3 words you cut, except the comma, full stop, then you cut. You see that this one full stop, right? Then you got 2 words only. This is because here got 1, 2, 3. Because my method is every sentence 12 to 15 words. Jia Rong, Xing Yuan, and Jiraiya will know by heart now. Okay, every good sentence is 12 to 15 words, especially very true for Zian and Zhen Yue. Because your summary in set 3 will be 150 words. So 10 points. So each sentence 15 words, 12 to 15 words, just nice. Okay, it will be found in my textbook as well, the formula. So carry on.
1,600 of them since the beginning of June, according to a UN refugee agency, UNHCR.
So when you see this one, you must have all the capital letter because it's the acronyms for each words. United Nations, don't know why, I can't remember, Children Relief or something like that. So this one, nothing wrong. Then since the beginning, when you see the word beginning of June, since 就是从那个时段开始, from that time, that period of time until now. So nothing wrong with this sentence. You see, by cutting every 3 words, you can identify the grammar, the prepositions, and the structures of English. Next.
The definition moment for the couple came soon after when they saw Pope Francis.
Pope Francis is the highest priest in the Catholic, in the whole entire world. Okay, I'm a Catholic. So in a Catholic Christian, there are about 1 billion believers in Catholic. So Pope Francis is the 最高的, one of the highest priests in the whole of the Catholic. So that means he went to Italy to meet up with Pope Francis. So you see, Jia Rong, Xing Yuan, and Jiraiya, this is where we talk about history and geography already for the year 2023 lesson. Get it now? So Pope Francis is a history figure because in Christian, we must have a priest. And Catholics, the city is Vatican. Okay, Vatican is a country, they have their own soldier, their own passport. And they are the smallest population. I think it's about 2,000 or 3,000 people. Very small. And it's inside of Italy. Okay. The definitions movement, no, 词汇 very 怪 on the way you the way the definition movement 很怪哦。That's why the structure of English 不对嘛。OK， 我们华语讲说，哎，请你喝下去。In English you cannot say drink go down。Very drink go down， drink 就是喝下去，还要 drink go down。then 跳下去呢 ，jump go down。jump go down， 很怪对吗？That's why you know we just say drink it, correct? Or jump. So that's why the defining movement, see, that is the structure of English. Last two sentences, my dear.
On television, calling on entrepreneurs to help those at need. We looked at each
We have
other.
those at need, no? At need, very funny, right? It should be in need, right? So in my books, we have this called preposition phrases where you can help to identify in need, with need, at need, differently, or push in, push up, push into. Okay, so in need. In need means that 需要, in a desperate moment. So, Zichen, you see that comma, 2 words. Then 1, 2, 3, calling all entrepreneurs. The word entrepreneurs, please write down, is businessmen, business people, entrepreneurs. Okay, to help those. So those 没有错吗? In need, not at need. So now you understand the preposition. You have to learn there are about 40 智慧 and Zichen, 40 different type of preposition to know. In, on top, above, under. So like the word under investigation means 正在调查中. That's why it's called under investigation. Right? Now you understand? Okay, we look at each other. At, so at 嘛没有错啊，我们看着对方，对吗? So other, okay, last sentence.
Other, me and my husband, and we said, let's do something.
Okay, so that's why this is a conversation between the wife and the husband. So nothing wrong. Usually the first sentence and the last sentence for the express student, you know, like there's nothing wrong with this. Okay. So I just want to share with you my method. Okay, some of you are they don't like it. Like this homework that I hope you all can do. Okay, these are the billions. You see, I cut every 3 words here. So when you're free, even you can finish it, you do already, you can mark your own. Now, you see, these are billions of bacteria. Sir, can you read to the class, please? There are, sorry, not these are.
There are billions of bacteria in the human body. Most of these microbes coexist peacefully within our own cells and even assist them, helping with digestion, synthesize vitamins, shaping the immune system, and fostering general health. Nearly all raw food, too, harbors bacteria. However, the microbes that produces foodborne illness are bugs of a different order, capable to causing severe illness and even death. Many of these microbes are present inside the animals we raise for food.
Thank
When
you.
a food animal.
Thank you, thank you. Zhihui, your turn.
When a food animal contains pathogens is slaughtered, its stomach contains
Contents.
or
Manure.
manure can tend
Beans, meat.
tin meat for processing. Fruits and vegetables can pick up the pathogens if washed or irrigated with water, contaminating with manure or human waste sewage. The microbes can also hide and multiply on sponge, sinks, and worktops, where they are easily transferred to food or hands.
So we are using this topic. Thank you so much for your reading, the both of you. So this topic is talking about microbes, bacteria, then how it can infect our body. If we do not have a hygiene ways of handling food, our way of handling ourselves by washing our hands, and how If we do not do this properly, my goodness, you will contaminate the foods and the hands, and then you will cause us sick and get ill. So you see, we got to use the 4E. First, we explain how this bacteria works. And then I'll give the examples, what will cause it if we do not have this properly handled with the evidence to prove that. If we do not keep ourselves clean, 完蛋了, we will feel illness and death. So this is the evidence. And this explains why these bacteria are so dangerous and important if we do not handle it properly. So how do we evaluate it? Evaluate means that if we do not handle this bacteria properly, or kill this bacteria, or make ourselves more hygienes, more how should I say the words, more health conscious, correct? Health conscious, and eat properly and clean our food and vegetables, then it will get contaminated. Once you get the past 10 contaminated, 完蛋了, our body system will break down. And sometimes, if we are lucky, we can take medicine or antibiotics to cure our body. But if it's unlucky and the illness are those people who have got cancer, got illnesses, now you understand why COVID-19, those people who have illnesses, got diabetes, got heart disease or cancers, they succumb to the virus and bye-bye, they die. But people like you and me, even though we do not have this and vaccination by the COVID, by Pfizer or Moderna, okay, some of you have go for your booster already, but what you can handle, because our daily regular exercise, our body system are good, our body system are able to take away these bacteria, even though sometimes we cannot take it, the most we will be sick for maybe 1 week, but with a proper medications, proper sleep, more drinking more plain water, and then with, let's say, very sick, we can still put the oxygen mask because our lung is not able to take in because our lung is being attacked by these microbial bacteria. Jiarong, Xingyuan, and Jiraiya. This is 2023. That's where we will use science, physics, chemistry, biologies, and English to form in something like that. So it will help you not only Zihui, Zian, Zhengyue, and Zichen for your English, but it will also help you when you write these in your science to put it this way. True now, Zihui, I'm not teaching you science, right? But the way just I explain to you is like science, 对吗, Zihui? How? It's through these languages, English. How I know? Because I know science. Seriously, I still teach science in primary school, so I need to know science. But you ask me to put, you see the whole conversation of Zichen, Zihui, Sian, and Zhengyue, I never use math. I never say because A plus Y algebra. Correct, I didn't use half base times height, length times breadth. 没有吗？对吗？I use most of the science. Okay, but in other topics, I will use math. If I can prove to you I don't like math, I can use math in teaching. You are much better than me in math, then you should not neglect this. So ladies and gentlemen, so this is something new for Jiraiya, Xian, and Jiarong. You will not see this in other lessons. If I can bring it on, I'll bring it on later. So you realize these 4 E's are very, very important to tell. Maybe yesterday you're not here. Are very important for the IP student. But these 4 E are very important when all of you are going for Set 3 social study and history. Because this one is going to be part of the explanation for source-based question and structured essay questions. Okay? So I will stop here for day 3. And tomorrow we'll be doing eco-friendly things. 环保. Okay, we're going to see certain things. Then your job maybe will be a green ambassador. You know what's a green ambassador, right? To take care of the environment. So we will come up tomorrow. It will be more fun, more new ideas. But at the same time, since you all have choose your hat already, right? Some of them choose gun, air, pen, or car. Please spend some time to do your 1-minute presentations on Friday, okay? And also, if you can do the editing, now you're fresh in your mind. So at least you can prepare this because next year you're going to do a lot of editing, right? Okay.